Welcome to Daggers and Shadow Daddies.
We're your hosts, Ryan and Adriana.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
Warning, this podcast contains explicit content.
Don't drop the soap, it's gonna get dirty.
It's all vibes and no facts.
Which one's the Shadow Daddy? The sexy one?
After playing chess for a while, they had hours of kissing on her bed. She falls asleep with a nightmare about running to a bridge. It was odd. I don't know if she's going into this other realm during her dreams, if she's actually there because they're so real to her.
She's going into the in-between, the upside down.
Yeah. Chapter 46. Dorian thought of wanting to be a better person for Selena. As he's out in the woods, he sees a stag, he pulls his arrow. He doesn't kill it. I think the bow slackens and then it cuts to the next scene.
Yeah, he's like, I used to murder dogs for fun. Now I can't even kill a deer. We're right back to where I said earlier.
But he wants to be better for her. And I don't know where their relationship's going to go in book 2.
Love. He will do anything for love. He's the only one that keeps bringing up love. Where the relationship's going to go in book 2, they're going to get together. It's going to be a little back and forth, will they, won't they? And then by the end of the book, they're humping. Maybe third book. Make us wait for it.
I think book 2 has no spice also.
Amazing. Oh my God, is that why I love this book so much?
Yeah, there's no spice.
Just a fantasy book where nobody's fucking?
They even close the door and just say they were kissing. Close.
We don't even,
you don't hear anything
We don't
else.
hear any mouth noises. It's
Nope.
fucking amazing. I love this.
Not much else happened in that chapter other than mentally preparing for the challenge. It's almost like this mental recap that she's having of everything going on around her. Things that we already know, but just her kind of mulling over it. So I didn't write any of that down. Chapter 47, Kaltain poured the poison in Selena's drink to weaken her for the fight. You were correct. That was the motive. It was not to kill her, but to weaken her.
Did we think it was going to be a Princess Bride moment?
I did. I love that I have it. Where do I have the note? It's somewhere. I think I have thought of the Princess Bride scene when she has the 2 drinks on the plate.
She's like, I better not forget which one's which.
She hands one to Kate, and then I was like, that would have been really funny if it was Selena picking and choosing, and then I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. It would have been so funny to me.
But it was not a funny moment. She fell for the trap, and I don't know what I think about the king's comment of, well, she must not be a very good champion if she drank it, the poison, if she fell for that. I don't know. It's a very tricky one.
It could have made sense. I think it's a valid criticism.
I think it was, but not like, I don't think it's valid, but it needed to be said, and it was.
I have to pretend that it's a valid criticism because it's the same criticism I had when she was going through her poison thing, bro. I was like, yeah, but she didn't fucking figure it out.
Yeah, and I said that I was fine with that.
Yeah. See how that turned out for her.
Yeah, it didn't turn out well. But she pours the drink in there, or she pours the poison in her drink, but the drink isn't being given to her yet. Kaltain smiles at Selena and then looked to Kane. So Selena's already suspicious of Kaltain. The rules are you win by trapping your opponent in a position of certain death. It starts with Renault versus Kane. Obviously, destroyed him immediately.
Yep. 3 minutes.
And Kaol offered his sword to Selena.
Yeah, I thought that was a euphemism at first.
Nope.
It turned out it was a literal sword, and I was a little disappointed. And then Nahimi is like, and my staff, and handed it to her. And she's like, let it be a weapon from Ilwe that destroys these motherfuckers.
And Dorian even reflects on that moment.
Yeah, it was powerful.
That was a very big deal that was done.
It was a cool idea.
Chapter 48, Selena versus Grave with the staff. She beat him in 20 minutes.
2 minutes.
I have 2 minutes. I don't know why I said 20 minutes.
Okay. I was like, no, 2 minutes. It was faster than Kane beat up his guy.
Yeah. Kaltain then offers them the drink. She hands it to Kane, hands it to Selena. Thought of the Princess Bride scene. Didn't happen, but
Wine for the victors. What a weird thing to do just before you're going to fight, I might add. Oh, you guys need to quench your thirst? Have alcohol. What? That's a crazy thing. Imagine an MMA, if that's how it works, or boxing. They're like, hey, you won your round. Drink a glass of whiskey real quick and get back out there, big dog. I want to see this get messy. Because can
Yeah.
you imagine warm wine? You got a belly full of warm wine, even if it wasn't poisoned. Gross.
Isn't that normal for like medieval themed?
Probably, but it wouldn't have been normal for, like, let's say she's 140 pounds of girl and he's at this point 220 pounds of man. Like, there's no fucking way that you would give them each the same amount of alcohol, have them chug it, and they'd be like, fair fight, hit it. That's wild. There's no way.
I was really hoping that Selena would have passed on the drink.
Yeah, how fucking thirsty was she? At that point, don't drink anything anybody's giving you in the middle of a fight. That seems like number one survival instinct.
I know.
That's like a woman going to a bar and accepting a drink from a strange man. Don't do that.
I
You know they're probably not murderers, but you also know that they could be nefarious. Pro tip, safety, ladies. Don't take alcohol from strangers. And men, I guess.
Yeah, well, she ended up getting ill. I hope she pukes in his face, and that's how she killed him or won the fight. Then she's just in the middle of a fight and just projectile vomits in his face, which disorients
Exorcism
him.
of Emily Rose style.
Yeah, and it disorients him long enough that she can take him down.
I wonder, maybe he's one of those people with like a weak stomach too, where like the sound would bug him.
We're not going to get into it, but I had my moment when our son was ill and you're cleaning the
mess.
scene.
Yes.
And I'm just standing in the background, and all of a sudden I just see what I shouldn't have seen. And then it's my turn, and you're like, get out of here.
Well, no, I started off with, don't hang out. Go away. Let me clean this up. I'll tell you when it's all clean, and then you can come back. And you insisted on hanging out there while I was
wanted to
cleaning this up.
help.
You couldn't
I
help.
You
You were
could
just
do it.
watching me clean.
I thought I could do
And
it.
then you finally walked over, and I'm like, don't walk over. As I say that, you... Like, okay, go away. You must not stay. I do appreciate the solidarity you were attempting to have with it.
So, because I'm glad that it wasn't that she defeated him by getting ill, because I think that it would have made me ill hearing all of this. And I will try to properly edit this episode to not include any of the sounds. But
Check
no.
it out on Patreon. It'll come with a noise. I edit those ones.
Where are we at?
No idea.
So she falls ill. The staff breaks. Kane is toying with her.
He brings up her family.
Yes, he says things that he shouldn't know.
Yeah. He's like, oh, what would your parents think? How dare you? She's like, how do you know about my parents? He's like, yeah, they fucking died. They're fucking dead. You're gonna die. You're gonna meet them. She's like, oh, how do you know this information? Also, Kane's like yelling this. Everybody knows that he knows things he shouldn't know about her.
Yeah, because
During this fight.
not Dorian, Kay all heard that, and he brings it up later. Like, how does he know that?
And what does our girl do right then?
I think she starts hallucinating.
No, I mean, when K-Hole brings it up, she lies to him.
Yeah,
She's
she
like,
does.
I don't know. He's certainly not a magic creature.
Yeah, she's like, I can't tell him that. But I do like that if we're going to have withholding information, that we get to hear why she's withholding it. Not that she just doesn't do it, that we get to hear, I just don't think this is the best choice. Whether we agree with that choice or not, she does acknowledge and share with us that it's not the best choice to tell Kay all those things. But you brought up these different realms, almost like a realm of the dead. Her parents would be there.
Yes, if that is indeed the realm these things are coming from.
I think so, because I think at some point there's an army of dead.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so she hallucinates seeing a man with sharp teeth, and then she comes back to. Kale's telling her to get up. Fantastic moment. Trying to motivate her, like, you got this, keep going. She's in a world then with winged creatures. Kane ripped off her amulet, and she saw an army of dead.
Yep.
And that is the end of chapter 48.
Yep.
We were talking about Kane ripped off her amulet and she saw the army of the dead.
Yeah.
So now she is fully tripping balls. She is in the other realm. She is fully immersed. She is not aware of her current world and anything that's going around now that she sees the army of the dead.
Could you imagine if somebody surprise VR'd your ass? They got me. I'm in the metaverse. Help me.
And she's nauseous. She's sick. She's, I think, has a broken leg.
Yeah, something's busted. She's a hurting unit.
In chapter 49, everyone else, from their perspective, they saw her fighting invisible things. Like, she is just going insane at this point, and she's trying to, like, fight off all these demons,
It's the
and they
shadow
just
people.
see her thrashing.
Yeah, the power of Selena compels you. It's kind of like people in the church that, like, they speak in tongues and stuff. They feel like the Holy Spirit's touched them. It's the same thing. She's got a little bit of that Holy Spirit getting her.
And everyone's just, like, watching, like, this is normal. And I think at some point, Elena shows up, and I guess when she knocks down Cain, it's like a gust of wind to everybody else.
Yes.
There's just this huge force of winds, knocks him down. She's still going crazy. Now he's fighting the wind.
Yeah, they're both a little nutty, aren't they? I would love to watch this fight.
What a wild fight.
Yeah, also, this man is noticeably larger from the last time everybody saw him.
So much
Nobody's
bigger.
picking up on the fact that he's gaining 10% of his mass. She brings up that he looks huge.
Huge.
I'm like, okay, so this dude who started off as a regular-sized Rudy is now fucking huge. Oh, that's how Joe Rogan came up. I remember.
Yes, it was.
He went from Rogan to Hemsworth in no time. Skarsgård, maybe.
And they're just fine with it. I'm surprised that the other kingdoms, I don't know if that's the right term, but all the other places that he conquered and they submitted their champions. I think that's how this works.
I don't know how this works at all.
I don't think that I'm right because Nehemiah's place didn't send a champion.
Or did they? Oh, shit.
And nobody's upset that Cain is huge. But anyways, Nehemiah stood near the ring and made gestures of word marks or something related to that. Soon after, doors everywhere were opening up around her. Well, I thought she was keeping her hand hidden, so I was surprised that she knew
But they see her rocking around in her pockets like a crazy person. They're like, Jesus Christ.
Well, and I think it was actually from Selena's POV that she saw Nehemiah show up and doing something with her hands. And
And
she
she was
just
chanting.
in and out of the, chanting in another language. Doors are opening all around her. Elena came and knocked down Cain, but it looked like wind to everyone else. Elena could only remove the poison from her body. She could not heal her, but she could remove the poison slowly.
And when the poison is removed, what happens?
I don't know. She's aware. She's alert.
She will no longer be able to see any of these other things going on.
Yeah, because now she's not delirious from the medication.
She's
or from
not
the poison.
afflicted.
And she stood to face him
Bum, bum, bum.
with a broken staff.
So, 2 sticks.
Chapter...
Okay, whatever.
I didn't give you
Fine.
anything.
I know. I keep throwing shit at the wall. Nothing is sticking.
Chapter 50, this is when she has this, like, word mark on her eyebrow.
Yeah, I thought it was on her forehead.
It's right next to her eyebrow.
Like Harry Potter?
Yeah? One time, Nehemiah just stared at her eyebrow and said nothing. And Selena thought it was weird.
Selena did think that was weird, and it is odd when anybody's staring at your eyebrows. I think it's great. You assume it's a zit. Something on your forehead. You wouldn't know. There's no mirror. What I think is really cool about this, though, if she gets the word mark above her eyebrow, then if she kills enough demons, do you think she gets a teardrop?
Oh my God, no. I don't know what this is. I'm assuming it's some type of mark of protection, some type of mark of her magic that she has.
I think it's the bridge between her and Elena.
Oh,
No? Doesn't sound right to you either?
I don't know. It's something Nehemiah doesn't recognize, nor the king. The king is actually familiar with word marks, we find out later, and he also didn't know what it was.
Yeah, he doesn't know what anything is. Like, he does, but he doesn't. This dude is not a great king.
No, he's more focused on, I think, conquering and learning magic.
I think he's like the dominatrix of a land. He like wants him to submit to him and stuff, right? He's all weird about it. He's trying to be sexy, walking
He's
around
not
with
trying
this
to be
cool black
sexy.
ring. What are you talking about? You think the king is not trying to be as sexy as he can be?
He has to be good looking, though.
Yeah, he's a handsome mountain of a man.
If Dorian's his son, Dorian's super handsome.
Dorian's a babe. That's what they say.
I was
And
listening-
K-Hole's got that third leg. You know what? They don't even bring it up how they had to armor it separately.
I'm going to push forward.
I'm going to push back.
While she is fighting, she stabs Cain with the staff in his weak spot, like his side.
Anywhere you get stabbed is your weak spot, I
It
might
is.
add, guys.
She pins him with the staff to his throat, and that's when he mentions her parents. But she decides to let him. No, that's not when he mentions her parents. she is thinking about, should I kill him? He knows about my parents. He knows things he shouldn't know. And she still decides to let him live.
Against her better judgment.
Do you think that was good or bad judgment?
I think it was great. If she would have killed him, she would have been disqualified. We're right back to the same thing.
Okay, good judgment.
Yeah.
She wins. Dorian jumped to getting her a healer. He was really spot on. He immediately, as soon as she won, he was taking care of her.
He was commanding people. He's like, bitch, go get the EMTs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, right meow. And they're like, oh, where do we find one? Why are there not EMTs on standby for a fighting competition like this?
Maybe they were. And he was just, hey, healers, come over here.
Yeah, how about you go to that lady that's clearly been drugged and is also beat to shit?
Well, maybe they were prioritizing Cain because Cain was still alive.
And stabbed.
And stabbed.
That's true. Perhaps you're right. He's like, no, leave that one.
Yeah, I'm going to think that.
His heart grew 3 sizes this week. He'll be fine.
Cain attempted to stab her, and that's when Chaos killed him.
Yeah.
Little win for Chaos.
I think so, but I also think he's fallen right into their trap.
As soon as you mentioned that he might be given the ring, I am so bothered with that idea.
Yeah, if I'm Pumpernickel in this, I'm like, I am 100% manipulating that dude.
He can manipulate Chaos with just his own ring.
Yeah, but then it's too obvious.
You give him his own ring, and then he thinks he's not being manipulated?
I think that's what happened with Pumperduke. Pumperduke and the king. I think the king gave Pumperduke a ring. And then he's like, see, we're actually on the same side. And so, yeah, that's just what I think is happening.
They are walking away. The mark on her brow is gone. Dorian kissed her hair, and she rambled about being saved by Elena.
Okay, so when he says kissed her hair, we believe that to mean the top of her head. We don't think
He didn't,
he was
pick
just
it up and
grabbing
go,
strands. That's exactly what I pictured. When it's like he kissed my hair. Like it would be like, oh, he drug his hands through, he grabs a fistful of it, and he's just like, oh, thank God.
No. He kind of just ignored her comments about Elena. He's like, I don't know what she's going on about. She's probably still delirious from the poison. Glad she's good, but whatever. Not going to ask questions about that. And he doesn't. Parrington and Caltaine are having a moment. Caltaine comes to him and mentions, I thought that you gave me enough. He's like loudly saying, what are you talking about? She's like, this poison, I thought you gave me enough to, I was...
Incapacitate her.
Thank you. And he very loudly just calls her out for what she did, and she's going like she's crazy.
And how unobservant is everybody else around this where they're like, why is he being so fucking loud about this? Mm-hmm. It's kind of obvious that he's the bad guy.
But then they drag her away and actually detain her. Who's her dad and mom? Are they from the area? No, she's the one that came in on that house-sized hut, and you made fun of me about a house-sized hut. I'm like,
it's just a hut.
It's just a big hut. It's like the size of our house in a hut. No, there's no way.
No,
it's this size.
We don't live in a mansion, but our house is pretty big for.
When you imagine, I think, few thousand slaves transporting our house, that would be
a few thousand
impossible.
Slaves could do it. No, a few thousand could do it.
That's how many I think there were that helped her on this journey.
No fucking way. They moved a hut this size.
It said house-size hut. A hut the size of a house.
Yeah, but a house back then. I don't know. I assume this is in the past.
Like the size of our room?
Probably bigger than this room. I would say the size of our bedroom.
Okay.
That's about the size of a cabin normally.
All right, fine. Yeah. Anyway, she is
still an impressive hut.
It is impressive. Her parents aren't here. Her parents don't even know that she's even locked up right now. That has to be scary.
Who? Do you think her parents are not afraid? They're unaware.
Nobody cares that she's locked away at this point.
Well,
no one's going to be checking in on her, making sure she's okay, or advocating for her. I don't really care about any of it, but that is a scary situation.
Here's my question. If you think Pumpernickel was manipulating her the whole time, she's a younger lady who was feeling him up all the time. Do you think that was part of his manipulation?
She wasn't feeling him up.
She would. She'd feel up his muscles and stuff because she's like, oh man, I don't want to have to fuck him. But I've alluded to the fact that I would, and that's why he brought me here.
I thought it was a formal way of walking together, and you are intended to marry soon. And you're just walking like...
Maybe. I think she alluded to the fact that she was flirting with him pretty heavily.
Ew.
I could be wrong, but I thought that's when she brought up, she's like, I don't want to have to make good on those things I've been alluding to the whole time. I imagined it was blowjobs or something.
I thought she was alluding to marrying him.
I mean, free milk and a cow, right, guys? We're right back to the Georgia satellites.
I don't know. Well, she's locked
No
up.
huggy, no kissy until I get a wedding ring. You know what I'm talking about?
Not when you sing it like that.
My honey, my baby. Yeah, I'm the songbird of our generation. We've been over this.
Chapter 51. Dorian tells his father nothing should happen to Chaol for killing Cain. And the king ends up agreeing. I think there was more to it than what I just wrote.
Did you address the rest of this conversation between Dorian and the king? If not, I want to.
Please.
Okay, so Dorian comes in to talk to his dad, and he's like, hey, what are you doing with Cahill? And he's like, what do you think I should do with Cahill? He's like, you shouldn't do anything with him. He was protecting the sanctity of your game. He protected your champion. And the guy's like, oh, the king, or I shouldn't say the guy, the king is like, oh, you value the life of an assassin over that of a soldier. And what's his name? What's the prince's name again?
Dorian.
Dorian's like, no, but there was no honor in what he was doing.
There was no honor in stabbing her in the back after the fight.
And the king is like, so what if I had been the one to try to stab her? Would you think that it was justified in killing me, cutting me down? He's like, no, I would trust your judgment. And the king calls him out right away. He's like, you're good at lying. Good job. You're almost as good as Duke Periwinkle.
He doesn't say that.
He does. He's like, you're about as good as Periwinkle at lying, basically.
That was a very good moment between the two of them, but it does show that they don't have...
He sacked the fuck up right there to his dad.
He did.
He's like, Daddy, don't hurt my friend.
2 times in a row, because then I think it goes into Nehemia at the end of this chapter. So the king threatens to send...
The king is like, what else is on your mind since you're feeling so fucking bold? He's like, oh yeah, are you planning on using Nehemia as a fucking pawn? Because that's what Periwinkle wants to do. And the king's like, what do you think of that idea? He's like, it's a fucking dumb idea. You guys are idiots. It would be easier to bring her to your side and make it an earnest effort as opposed to using her as a threat.
Yeah.
Beautifully done. Thank you,
Yeah, it was a
Prince
fantastic scene. I was trying to give Dorian a second chance because I had a really bad attitude about him the last time that we spoke. And this just solidified he is a much better character than I was giving him credit.
Now, do we think a good alternate title for this book would be Finding Dorian?
No, but I do like your nickname, Doorbear.
Yeah.
The king threatens to Dorian while they're talking about Chaol. Then it goes into Selena, and he threatens to send her back to prison because she is a monster and should have done better by not drinking the poison. The king also is realizing Selena is Dorian's weakness, and I think we're going to see that again in the future because even though she broke things off, he still, I think, wants her attention.
I mean, I think the goal for him is that she would Dorian him.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Hey, where are we going?
Eye rolls.
He's Dorianable. No.
Dorian tells the king that Parrington wants to use Nehemia as a hostage against the Ilway rebels and states it's a bad plan. She believes the nightmares... then it's cutting to Selena, and she believes the nightmares that she's been having are due to not having the amulet. So that's when I kind of was guessing maybe when she's falling asleep, she's actually susceptible to the veil.
I think you're right. And this is another Gary Wright situation.
How?
Ooh, Dreamweaver. Right?
Yes.
She had a dream catcher around her necklace, and that's what was protecting her from all the nonsense. Now she doesn't have her dream catcher. Now the distance between her and the veil is ever near. She falls asleep, boom.
Oh, it's kind of risky because we haven't read the whole series, and I don't know where Dorian's character's going, but I always try to come up with a new Patreon name for each of the series that we're doing. It'd be cute to do a Doorbears tier list.
Dorianable.
Anyways.
So where do you come in on my Gary Wright situation?
You said it best the last time Gary Wright was brought up, that dreams are a trope, and that every single book that we are reading, you can reference Dreamweaver.
Oh, man. Yeah, why do I still like it so much? I don't necessarily like the trope, but I love that song. Gary Wright knocked it out of the park.
Nehemia can see through the veil and use word marks to save her.
Isn't the whole point of a veil to kind of be able to see through it?
But not everyone can, but Nehemia is able to. Nehemia saw that whole thing go down.
But why is it called a veil? Isn't a veil something thin, nearly translucent that you can kind of see through?
Yeah. That's what makes it seem like it's interdimensionalism.
Because you can see through a wormhole.
No, because it's still your planet, your world. It just...
Oh, yeah, they're living in the 5th dimension.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's fair. So, guys, we choose the 3 physical ones, and the 4th one is time. That's why I said the 5th, not the 4th dimension. Pay attention. Science.
But Nehemia was able to see everything that's going on. Cain was summoning a demon, but couldn't send them back. Summoning demons. Couldn't send them back. Nehemia was doing that. This cat and mouse.
An excellent euphemism for him beating it. What is he doing? He's summoning demons over there. God damn, it's the 3rd time today. He's taking 4 showers and summoned 12 demons. What is the deal with this guy? Every time he absorbs 10% to somebody's semen. He has 10% more splooge.
No.
It's a good thing he's dead.
Stick with your innocent jokes. His heart grew 3 sizes.
And that's not all, baby.
Oh.
More blood.
Nehemia was the one leaving the marks under her bed. Nehemia doesn't know what the word mark was on her eyebrow on Selena's, and it's been there before. And the end of that chapter is Nehemia taking Fleetfoot for a walk and toss back the amulet.
I love this idea, and I kind of keep forgetting about Fleetfoot being there. How funny would it be if Nehemia, draws the whole word mark thing right underneath the bed? The dog, itchy asshole, scrapes across there and fucks it up. You know what I'm talking about? Like when dogs get their butt itches and then they try to drag it on the floor. Imagine it fucks up the word marker and it's like, the demons are back. What happened? And the dog's like, oh. It just blew all over the dog's ass as it walks away. You're like, whose team are you on, Fleetfoot?
No, that's disgusting.
But it seems like very dog-like behavior.
Do you have any other theories, since we took a little break, about Fleetfoot going on a walk with Nehemia?
I think she's training Fleetfoot in its masterful magic stuff.
Right.
I do think Fleetfoot is a magic dog. We've been through this. It's Air Bud.
I remember what I was trying to think of earlier. It makes me think of the dog in Coco. It can go between the worlds. The dog was able to interact in the real world and...
Yeah. Spirit realm.
Yeah, that's going to be Fleetfoot.
Okay, that's fair. I think Fleetfoot will be able to open the portals, and also Fleetfoot will gain capacity to telepathically speak to her.
That's insane.
And potentially make half-court shots. Like, I don't want to overdo it or anything, but
I looked up Fleetfoot to see if I was spelling it correctly. Is it literally
it's
how
fast
it sounds?
feet.
Well,
Is that how it's spelled though?
how it's sounded? Yeah. What do you mean fast feet? I'm not going to say it's spelled like that.
No, I'm saying like Fleetfoot, like...
Yeah, it is spelled like that. And a lot of the art for Fleetfoot is like a greyhound.
Yeah, I thought Fleetfoot was like a mix of a dire wolf or something, and maybe that's just in my head.
That makes sense. He's huge. She's huge.
They're huge?
I don't know the gender of the dog.
I think it's a girl dog.
Maybe not gender. It's the...
Do dogs not have gender?
What's the sex of the gender?
Oh, fuck.
What's the sex of the dog?
I do not want to have sex with that. I never had sexual relations with that dog. I would believe that the dog's sex is unimportant.
But, so
Yes.
we have that great discussion between her and Nehemia. They seem to be on great terms, best friends. I'm still skeptical of Nehemia due to what she pulled, but I'm on board if Selena's on board.
I agree with you. I'm on board with this because I think Nehemia is ultimately a good character whose motives are going to remain half secretive until we learn more about the world they're in. We don't know anything about her people.
No, we know nothing. Chapter 52,
Per usual, am I right?
Dorian came to her room and he was acting weird.
Well, he gave her a smooch and it was an awkward smooch, and then it took me right back to that discussion we had about our first kiss.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck. One of them's not into it. That's what that means.
Yeah, it was just an awkward moment between the two of them. And I think it was because Dorian wants to move the relationship forward, but he knows that he really can't have a relationship with her. So he's like, let's have a secret one. And she's just like, no, this is not going to work out.
I get where she's coming from with it. I do think maybe she was leading him on a little heavy if they had this sort of thing going on. And then she actually gets the job and she's like, I'm sorry, I've got to be a professional now. Like, I like that she's trying to be professional, but I'm like, you could have decided that before now. You intended on winning the whole time.
I'm going to go with she was just doing what made her happy during the time that she was out of that prison. She didn't truly know she wasn't going back to that prison until she won.
So he was good enough to distract her.
Yep.
But not good enough for anything. I don't know why I'm talking to you about this. You didn't like him anyway. For you, this was a win.
Yeah, I was like, oh, good. I'm glad we ended this book with them breaking up.
Wow. But the whole
Or not
next book's going to be them getting together.
Maybe.
It will be. I have zero doubt in my heart.
And I have the note, it sounds like Dorian's jealous. Chaol saved her when he felt like he should have during the duel, and he didn't.
Well, wasn't she talking to K-Hole when he walked in? It's
No.
like, what the hell were you guys talking
close.
about?
We're close to that. No,
Right.
This is her current moment.
This is after the breakup. Yeah.
Yes, this is the current breakup
This is
moment.
over. I fucking hate this.
They kiss.
He kissed her. They did not kiss.
A kiss was exchanged.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't stop
That's
him.
my point. Yeah, she didn't stop him. And then she's like, I'll let this be the worst kiss ever. It'll make breaking up easier.
This chapter
Fan.
cuts to the king. He won't punish Chaol. He's well-versed in word marks. That was shocking because I think Nehemia was thinking about the king knows nothing about them, which is not true.
I thought Nehemia said that the king does know, but clearly he doesn't know about your word mark either. And if he knew as much as I know, the kingdom would be in trouble. Maybe I read into that more than I should have. I think I did. I read into that more than I should have. You're right. You're right. What you're saying sounds right.
Okay, because I thought she didn't think the king really knew all that Cain was doing, which is not true, but to Nehemia's knowledge, that's what she knew. So he's well-versed in word marks. He knew someone interfered, but he doesn't know who. And I think that was referencing Elena, as in Elena interfered with that fight, and he doesn't know who Elena is. He did see the demons and the mark on Selena's forehead. He also mentions to Parrington using his power on Kaltain, and Kaltain says she was visibly affected by the ring, and he toned that power down. So we talked about that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and this is where we kind of get into, he's like, nah, when you told me to, I started chilling out. The king picked up on the fact that he was overdoing it.
How? The king's been gone the whole time.
I think he's been doing it longer than that.
Ew.
Yeah, that's what I said. I think he was manipulating her into getting pee-pee touches.
No.
He's a creep. I didn't write the book.
No.
He's a creep. It's Bad News Bears. And that's why Pumpernickel is not our buddy. He's not our guy.
Chapter 53. It's a week later, and she's still healing. There's still no contract, and Dorian has been reading to her. She falls asleep.
Yeah. What an insanely nice thing for him to do for his friend.
Just friends.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's the guy.
So
What's K-Hole doing? What is K-Hole doing?
Now we have K-Hole, who showed up to see how she's doing.
Finally.
So he knocks on the door. She's like, come in. And he just stays in the doorway. She's sitting there. And it is noted that she is wearing a short nightgown.
Tiny little nightie.
Yep.
Booty cheeks just barely dangling below the surface.
And he's looking at her leg. And I think she first thinks that he's looking her up. But no, he's actually looking at her bandages. And it makes him feel a lot of guilt, a lot of sad feelings for her. He doesn't like seeing her hurt, I think is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, because it's a basic tenet of humanity.
Yeah. But he's not being a creep. That's what's important.
He could be doing both.
He's creep here in a few minutes, though.
He gets creepier. Yeah. But not like Dorian, where Dorian was only a creep when he needed to be situationally aware. K-Hole's not worried about being attacked by her body.
I forgot your whole argument of Dorian being attacked by titties.
Well, he could have been assaulted.
Chaol showed up to check on her while all aware she's in a short nightgown. Was this his first kill? Because she referenced her first kill to make him feel better. And that's when he discusses it was actually not that bad. It was really easy.
Super easy. Honestly, the sword did most of the work. Very little hacking needed done.
She tells him about her parents after he asked about Cain, bringing it up. So she opens up some more to him. And that's where I was just like...
She doesn't really. She lies. She's like, it's no big deal. How did he know? I don't know how I knew. Oh, weird. Do you remember them fondly? I hardly remember their faces. I see their faces every time I close my eyes.
You're right.
She's like, all I remember is waking up thinking that somebody pissed in the bed and instead it was blood.
I think it was rain.
Oh, yeah. You're right. My bad. Either way, she was like, yeah, we'll sleep in this wet bed. And then it was warm. And then it was blood. And it was terrible. Like, and it is. Arguably, it's awful. The King of Assassins thing comes and recruits her. So we learn how she met Alucard. What's his name?
I don't know his name. I never wrote it down. And I don't want to Google it.
That's fine. We'll call him Assassin King.
But they're having a wonderful, intimate moment. She gets up in her short gown that he's all aware of.
Sheer, tiny.
And gives him a hug.
Rubbing all up on him.
And then he just, I think he kind of like melts into her with this hug.
Part of him is getting soft and another part's getting hard.
No. And Dorian interrupts.
Yeah, correctly so. They're just in a hallway. Or, well, the bedroom door is wide open, I guess.
He shows up?
He's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Since we're all just going to be friends, let's just all be friends. It's a shitty thing to do to your buddy. Like, he full on was trying to cock block his bud. It's a bit of a dick move.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But also, they shouldn't be fucking with the door open.
They were fucking.
Well, but they were going to.
They weren't.
He could tell.
They didn't even have a kiss.
He could smell it in the air.
He could smell.
He heard the clink of K-Hole's third leg tapping on his armor, trying to escape. Just like ting, 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 ting.
She denies the moment with K-Hole. She's like, it's not what it looks like. It's not what
K-Hole's like, it's not?
K-Hole is just like, it absolutely is not. Because K-Hole later tries going and searching for Dorian, but he's actually just walking back to her room. And he's like, how did I get back here? Dorian's not here.
Oh, that's weird. Huh.
No, I think he does show up, and he's like...
It's the library. He walks into the library, and he's like, oh, Dorian's normally here at this time.
Yeah, that's what I was.
She's like, not today, just little old me. Fucking...
Well, Dorian stays, K-Hole bails after the hug, and she says, oh, that's when they break up. We got it wrong. They didn't break up yet. This is when they break up.
No, they did. They broke up.
No, I have it written. She says they can't be together, and that's when he wanted a secret relationship. It was after the hug.
Even...
How awkward.
Even dirtier. Yeah. She's like, I can't be with anyone serious right now. He's like, the most serious dude in the whole fucking palace was just in here feeling you up. What the fuck are you talking about? And he still wants her. I think that's the wild thing. If I like walked in and you're just rubbing all up on some dude, I'm not going to be like...
It's not what it looks like. Also, I don't think we should be together anymore.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, you know what? Actually, I think you're right. Enjoy your freedom in 4 years, bitch, and then I'd leave. I'm just teasing. I probably wouldn't, but that's what I'd want to feel like.
Do you remember the end of this chapter and why I may have thought of The Princess Bride with it?
First of all, why everybody should have thought of The Princess Bride with it.
Why is that?
It's, fuck. Oh my god, no, my Princess Bride reference was from the Poison Drinks.
Why
He comes in secret relationships. Does he have a mole that's moving around on his face?
No.
What is it?
When she tells him what she wants and he tries gently to ask for the relationship, she shuts him down and he says, as you wish.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
It was a good moment.
Yeah, he respected her boundaries.
He did.
Do you think he's going to be the one that brings it up again later?
I don't know. Wait, are we comparing to... Oh, no, we can't make that reference to Pride and Prejudice?
Oh, interesting you would bring up Pride and Prejudice. So if Dorian was Darcy, you know what he would do? He would give her a few weeks to herself, and then he would come back and be like, I am bewitched by you if your feelings haven't changed. Fucking absurd. Dorian's going to respect her boundaries.
I don't know.
All the while trying to seduce her.
I'm going to keep a little note that Ryan thinks Dorian is going to respect her boundaries and never bring it up again and try to have a
I think it may get brought up, but he's not going to like pull her aside and be like, no, really, you want me to keep taking care of your family? If you do, you better fucking get with me. Otherwise, all that help I've been giving you is gone.
Knock it off.
No, but that's what Darcy did.
But he ends it with, as you wish. And I really like that.
Yeah, and he walks away. His cheeks just, boom, popped out. He's like, so he's going to become a gym bro because that's what everybody does when they get broken up with, right? They're like, I'm going to make her miss me. I bet she didn't like me because I wasn't ripped enough. And that's what's going to happen. He's going to become more masculine, more assertive with his daddy. He's going to become the man that he thinks she wants him to be.
I don't know what to think he's going to do. He was kind of talking about wanting to team up with Nehemia, though, I think.
I brought this up with the dogs.
I know.
They are a team. I stand by. We're going to learn that they had some backdoor dealings.
Chapter 54. K.O. wanted to tell Dorian it's not what it looks like. Yup. Cain was his first kill because this is where he's having a really hard time with it. He was thinking about, thankfully, the others clean the blood off of it. He's not wearing the sword. There is a big difference between the moment of the kill versus how he's behaving after the kill. Selena told him that she broke up with Dorian and he was secretly excited.
Yeah, what a good friend. Fuck that guy.
It cuts to her having a dream in a tomb with Elena. And Elena has a talk with her of you could rattle the stars. There was a lot more to it. I should have wrote the whole quote down. It was great, but I only got that part.
I don't remember the rest of the quote, but you're right. It was good.
It was good. There aren't many answers, just that Selena is going to save others as like why Selena was chosen by Elena. Blood ties cannot be broken. That was the last message to her.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean either? Blood ties can't be broken.
I don't know.
If that's the case, then the prince would stay a dipshit because his dad's an asshole. But I don't like that.
Blood ties cannot be broken. Who does she have a blood tie with?
Well, that's part of the mystery, but it's going to be Elena.
Blood ties cannot be broken. It's important. I don't know with who. I don't think she did a blood tie with anyone.
No, I think a blood tie is like your family.
Oh, I was thinking like, that piece of
blood pact?
Yeah, like that piece of paper downstairs that we're saving for that one girl. Our daughter had a piece of paper with a blood pact written on it, and there's like a smudge of blood on it.
Yeah. Teenage girls are gross.
Yeah. We're like,
our son has never done this.
We're like, can we throw this paper away? She's like, oh no, that's for my friend. It was in my backpack. I was holding on to her. It's her blood pact with so-and-so. Her blood's on it. We can't throw that away. As if it's her social security card. She's like, nope, that's valuable.
I think it's whoever's holding onto that paper owns her soul.
I don't know. I should actually go grab it and read it, see what they wrote. But it's face down and
I shall not read it.
We're not.
It was put face down intentionally. It should not be left on the counter.
Face down in the middle of a kitchen.
Yeah, it's
for a week.
It's poor form because our children don't move things. But we have to respect her privacy.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking blood bond, not blood relation.
Okay.
Chapter 55, Selena meets with the king to sign her contract to be freed in 4 years.
The king is not at all impressed with Selena, I might add.
No, he does not like her. And I think he's going to set her up to fail. I think this is when she was thinking about, at least I got to pick my own assassinations?
Contracts.
Exactly. And children were off the table. I'm like, oh, fuck, children aren't going to be on the table. No.
They're probably easier to kill.
Huh.
Like, in her defense, she would have made a much better name for herself being assassin if she accepted children.
No.
Children are mostly trying to kill themselves. Like, you just take supervision away and they die.
Stop. No. Now I'm scared. The king can just set her up to fail.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Easy.
King's going to have her take out Nehemia.
No.
It's not going to.
Yeah, he even says, don't question me or I will take out,
Cahol.
And Nehemia and their families.
Yeah, but is she the only one that she was like, what? He'll kill Cahol? Like, what the fuck? Why do we care that deeply? Cahol was the guy waiting in the wings for Dorian to fuck up so he could have a shot. I think I like Cahol less now than I did initially.
Really?
Yeah, him jumping all up on her business as soon as they broke up really pissed me off. I'm like, that is not a bro move.
I don't think he jumped all over her business. I think
he goes to meet her in the library after he's hunting her down as soon as they break up.
He says it's for Dorian to tell him it's not what it looks like. And then I don't even think they talk.
Yeah, he said that, and then it's when she shared all the information about her family.
Nope, I lied. He went to go look for Dorian, and then that's when Selena tells him she broke it off with Dorian.
And then he gets excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a fucking dirtbag.
No, he's not.
Okay. All right.
I hope not.
Well, he may be great in other ways, but in that way, that would piss me off. If you get rid of me and one of my friends starts talking to you, that's it. I'm done with that friend. He's not a good dude.
But in this scenario, the two of them were never in an actual relationship with her. Her and Kale aren't a thing. Her and Dorian were more of a thing, and then she cut it off before it really got anywhere.
It doesn't matter. Your buddy likes this girl.
Yeah.
Your buddy pursued this relationship, and okay, so he got rebuffed. You don't then assert yourself into that at all. That's bad.
Selena is this girl that every guy falls in love with.
Sure. Keep your fucking distance. It's that easy.
Every single guy.
It's that easy. You only go after a girl if you're not actually friends with the dude. You are my best example of this. If you would have gone out with a friend of mine that I was previously friends with, I would not have pursued you. You were going out with somebody whom I didn't know or give a shit about. Therefore, I pursued you. That's the rule. It's not a complicated rule. Women are not property, but your friend's feelings are important.
Yeah, I don't know where their friendship's gonna go. It's very confusing, very complicated. But she's not kissing Kale. She was kissing Dorian.
She doesn't kiss K-hole yet, but she rubbed all upon him.
It was a hug, Ryan.
If you're basically nude and you're hugging somebody, you get no forgiveness out of that deal. That is an intimate situation. Okay, let's reframe this. You're in like a nightie, just a straight up nightie. Are you hugging your brother if that's all you're wearing?
Me, no.
No. Would it be weird if can you think of a situation where that's not odd?
Oh, you're right.
Like, I get it.
It's not a see-through nightgown. It's not so short, and it would probably be a side hug. Just like, night, bro.
Yeah, I'm not accepting a hug from anybody but you if it's potential, but the only thing between me and them is a thin layer of fabric.
You don't like K-Hall at all?
I don't, but I also don't like hugs.
You're making me mess up his name. I think it's K-Hall, and I keep saying Hall to
K-hole.
Pull away from your K-Hall. Well, chapter 55 ends with she signs and she walks off with K-Hall, and he says, do you want to hear about your first assignment? And she says, not today.
And then it starts, don't you forget about me. Right? That's what you picture in the end?
I didn't have a song, like a finale song.
Really?
Yeah. But it was great. I like the ending. You texted me when you got done with the book, and you were frustrated with the ending.
Yeah, because I liked the ending from the aspect of now I get to read the second book.
You texted, what the hell? I just finished our chapters. And then you have ... I'm so confused. I thought it was great. I thought it was a really nice ending.
I guess from the aspect of there's more books to read, it's fine. But if I had been somebody who had to wait a year to get any more information out of this, this would not have been good for me.
I agree. But I gave that terrible analogy of a hallway at some book. I think the end of Wrath of the Fallen, that's a cliffhanger. But I feel like the main pieces of this book were tied, like all finished up. And then we have a door open to the next book.
What main piece was finished up in this book?
Their fight.
Okay.
If she's, essentially that fight.
That's the only piece.
Yeah, that's good. You started the book with there is a fight, and we got to have the fight. That was the main conflict, at least from my perspective.
King of Assassins. I know almost nothing about him.
You know, that makes sense that you'll get more of that stuff. I meant as far as what is this book's challenge, we completed it, rather than it feeling like we have a few different challenges going on.
We have several challenges.
None.
We have relationship challenges. We have Nehemia challenges. We don't know anything about what started the conflict or really how it's being resolved. We don't know anything.
All of those, I'm fine with getting that in the next book.
I wanted this book to be twice as long. I wanted more of that. I will say I enjoyed this book more than I ever thought possible.
It was so fun.
I had more fun with this book. I think toward the end I had less fun with it, and that is not a book fault, that is a me fault, realizing it was coming to an end, and it bummed me out because I feel like it's about to get more serious, and the first part was so fun to just kind of fast and loose with everything.
I also think the idea that I can have such strong feelings about relationships and personalities of all the characters also says great things with how the characters are written.
Probably. I don't know a lot about them. This is the other thing, though. This book is entirely through her perspective of these people.
No, sometimes it cuts to another person's perspective.
Yeah, but nothing intricate.
True.
Like, it is everything that we know about the characters as far as the way they interact through the world is done through observance of our main character.
For the most part, yeah. There's times where you got Kale's perspective.
Maybe like, oh, she said they broke up and that made me happy.
Yeah.
But it wasn't anything like, we don't know anything about Cahole's family. We don't know if Cahole has siblings. We don't know. We know he and Dorian have known each other a long time. We know Dorian likes to read. We don't really know a lot else.
Do you feel like you finished the book unsatisfied?
I feel like I finished the book satisfied because there's another book.
Okay.
As a standalone book, this is not a book you could read and be satisfied with if you quit reading right now. Unlike Mistborn, which makes an excellent standalone book, although there is more to go through. I think that's the only complaint I have with the book. And I understand if you're going to write 7 books, each one of them cannot be a completed story.
Right.
But I feel like I need more to have been resolved than just one conflict for it to feel satisfying if it were standing on its own. Because there's so much left for my imagination to fill in. I don't know anything about the rings. I really don't know anything about the king. I don't really know what his mission is. I don't know Nehemia and what her mission really is. I don't know enough about the dog. I don't know shit about K-Hole.
And I don't feel unsatisfied by not knowing any of those to end the book on.
Their monetary system. What sort of compensation is she really looking at? She brought up that she's going to get a handsome compensation when she starts getting paychecks so she can go buy shit. Right? Is this a different book that I'm thinking of?
No, it's this book.
Okay,
I just find it wild that made you feel unsatisfied with the ending.
No, it's like we touched on so many concepts that we didn't flesh out that it needs more books. And I'm so grateful that there are more books. I think I'm going to blow your mind. I'm going to rate this book.
Yes. What's your rating?
I'm going to rate this book 4.2.
Same. That's where I would want to put it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really, truly enjoyed this book so much, and I'm rating it purely off of how much I enjoyed the book.
Yeah. I had a
Knocked it
great
out of the
time.
park.
It was so
awesome.
fun.
Yep. We did not have a big comic relief character, though.
No.
And I look for that to become a thing because I need one. I need a gargoyle. If you would have given me a gargoyle, this might have been a 5 out of 5. Well, this might have been a 4.8.
I was very happy. I would agree. 4.2. I really look forward to the next books. And I think my lower rating, I would only lower it because she only spoke one time about her kills, her past assassin life. She does not talk about that, yet is referenced often. I know that there is an upcoming book. It can be read first. Maybe because I feel unsatisfied that the reading order should have been I read Assassin's Blade first.
What's the release order?
This one is first.
Okay, I see.
So I chose that route.
Is Assassin's Blade like a prequel?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to go back in time when we go back into that one.
Yep.
Okay. And maybe that would solve some of my issues here as well.
Did you have anything else that you wanted to talk about with these chapters or this book?
Okay, so you're right, the assassin thing. I kind of forget that that's even really her job. I like to poke fun about it. I don't think that's well done. But what I think is so well done in this is she may be the most independent FMC we have ever had in one of these books.
Love it.
She does not seem to require the people around her for her to be her.
Yeah.
And that is my favorite thing in maybe any of these type of books that we've read so far, even including the ones that I've just had to read. She really is her own thing. And I fucking loved it. Really, really enjoyed the book. Now, read Mistborn. You can't compare everything against Mistborn, I know.
I know, but you do.
Oh, it's so good.
I think I touched on everything that I wanted to cover. Rating it 4.2. I'm excited for the next book. I do want to speak to the listeners for about 2 seconds. I want to tell Ryan something about Akatar, so this will have a spoiler if you have not read Akatar. Maybe not spoilers, just talking about it in general.
Spoilers about Akatar. If you haven't read it, you should stop listening now.
Yes, this is the end of our episode for Throne of Glass, and I just want to speak about something that I caught and wanted to share.
Thank you for being here. Now give us this one.
This book, Throne of Glass, ends at the same time as Frost and Starlight, right? In the timeline.
Okay.
Do you remember anything about that book that maybe stood out as odd or just like a little Easter egg?
So something that I wanted to ask about that I didn't want to bring up in the episode was the 2 friends that Rhysand had that showed up for Aka War. Do you remember what I'm talking about? The dad went out to go find them.
Yeah.
And he found those people and then brought them back in Aka War.
Mm-hmm.
They brought up that there were other kingdoms.
Mm-hmm.
Is this one of the kingdoms that they were defending or a part of?
I don't know. We'd have to go back and listen to see if the names are the same.
Okay.
What I want to share with you is that a court of Frost and Starlight is Yulmus, and this is Yulmus. We have this thinning of the veil, and you see these shadowy figures. In chapter 24, Morrigan's seen, and it's her last chapter, she saw a shadowy figure as she's riding her horse. You remember this?
Yeah.
Let me play it for you.
Even in these woods, ancient terrors had been known to emerge. But Moore scented nothing, saw nothing. The tendril of power she speared toward the woods revealed only the usual birds and small beasts. A heart drinking from a hole in an iced-over stream. Nothing except there. Between a snarl of thorns, a patch of darkness. Did not move, not seem to do anything but linger and watch. Familiar and yet foreign. Something in her power whispered not to touch it, not to go near it, even from this distance. Moore obeyed, but she still watched that darkness in the thorns, as if a shadow had fallen asleep amongst them. Not like Asriel's shadows, twining and whispering. Something different. Something that stared back, watching her in turn. Best left undisturbed.
I don't know if it's related. It just seems like timing-wise, when you have this going on over here and this going on over here, it has to do with shadowy figures.
Do you think it's Santa?
Yep,
Because of
absolutely.
Yule-Mas.
Anyways, I just wanted
That's
to
a
share
good
that
catch.
with you. That
Good
chapter has really stuck with me, and that's because that's essentially where we left off in our Akatar series. We never read
Silver Flames.
Silver Flames.
I want to read Silver Flames now. Honestly, God damn it, we're going to have to go back through Akatar.
We will. You're going to hate me. I know. We have like 2 more years of just this.
No way. No. Okay, so what's the next book we do for this series?
Crown of Midnight.
Crown of Midnight. Okay, and that one is next in line, actually.
Yes.
Okay. How far do we go?
I'd have to look at our chapters.
Fair enough.
It's in our book club. I have it divided by 4.
Sweet.
And it's about the same length for the audiobook as this one. So content-wise, it should be about the same.
I'm stoked. The Akatar thing is not going to be all bad to revisit, I don't think.
We won't do a breakdown like this. It'll
Just be a single book.
Yeah, I
Break
think
that
a
down.
reread, and then we can do Silver Flame slower.
All right, I'm on board. That sounds super good.
But throw in the glasses first.
Yeah. You know what, though? Again, I'm shocked at how much I enjoyed this.
It was good.
It was such a good book.
I love you.
I love you.
You're my bestie.
You're my bestie. Thank you guys for supporting us. It's been a good time. If you'd like more,
Follow us here, TikTok or Instagram. Fable, if you want to join our book club. Patreon, if you want episodes early.
dropping on Tuesdays if you're into that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah. Episodes are releasing on Tuesdays. If there's a 2-parter, it's going to be on Thursdays.
We accept 5-star reviews and nothing less. If you leave something less, you're a motherfucker.
No! Honest reviews.
Not that honest. Only leave a review if you're willing to be a 5-star honest person. Should we come up with something mean to say to him on the way out? I kind of want to pick on him.
No, I
don't
would
want
say
that,
love
dude.
you. Bye.
Oh, you can tell him that you love him.
Okay.
I won't.
Love you guys before Ryan bullies you out of here.
I'm fine with most of you. I love you, bye.